Hello and welcome, dear learners. I am delighted to have you join this session on counseling programs for addressing adolescent problems. Adolescence is often described as a crucial transition, the bridge between childhood and adulthood. It's a time filled with growth, exploration, and opportunities, but also a phase that brings its share of challenges, such as emotional upheavals, academic pressure, peer influences, and questions of self-identity. In this session, we will discuss how counseling serves as a supportive guide, helping adolescents find clarity, resilience, and confidence during this important stage of life. Together, we will explore practical strategies and techniques, as well as key government initiatives that promote the overall well-being of young people and empower them to make positive, healthy choices for their future. So, let's begin this journey of learning and reflection on how thoughtful counseling can shape stronger, happier, and more capable youth. Adolescence is a vital stage of human development, typically spanning from age 10 to 19. It's a period marked by rapid physical, emotional, and psychological changes. During this transitional phase, many adolescents face challenging and confusing life situations, ranging from emotional trauma such as abuse to heavy academic pressures. Because of their still developing cognitive and emotional abilities, teenagers may struggle to fully understand or cope with these experiences. In such cases, counseling becomes an essential support system, offering guidance to help them navigate these challenges. In today's fast-paced and globalized world, adolescents encounter growing social, academic, and personal pressures. Without proper support, these can easily lead to stress, conflict, or confusion. Here comes the role of counseling, which is an essential support system, offering guidance to help adolescents navigate their day-to-day challenges. Counseling equips them with the skills to manage such pressures effectively, recognize their strengths, set realistic goals, and align aspirations and their true abilities. Ultimately, the counseling process fosters self-awareness, helping adolescents explore their interests, capabilities, and patterns of adjustment, with the broader aim of enabling them to become the best version of themselves. Recognizing this need, educational stakeholders, particularly the Ministry of Education and school leadership, have emphasized the integration of professional counseling services within schools. These services cover a wide spectrum, including information sharing, psychological assessment, academic placement, career counseling, referrals, follow-ups, consultations, evaluations, and research. The absence of such support has been linked to concerning outcomes such as rising juvenile delinquency, student unrest, erosion of values, and misplaced academic or career choices. Among all services, career counseling holds special significance. It helps students align their subject and career choices with their aptitudes, interests, and long-term goals, laying the foundation for fulfilling and productive life. Moreover, counseling does not only support adolescents but also empowers parents and guardians by guiding them to understand and nurture their children's academic, career, and socio-emotional development. Let's delve deeper into adolescent counseling. The transition from childhood to adulthood is often marked by emotional instability, confusion, and heightened sensitivity. Since the adolescent brain, especially the prefrontal cortex, responsible for regulating emotions, impulse control, and decision making, is still developing, Teens are therefore more likely to act impulsively and suffer with emotional regulation and find it difficult to anticipate the consequences of their actions. Teenagers are more prone to psychological distress because of their neurological immaturity as well as increased social, scholastic and familial obligations they face. The most common adolescent challenges include school-related stress, peer pressure, body image problems, identity confusion, family conflict and bullying, including cyberbullying. Many teens also have trouble expressing their emotions, resolving conflict and asking for help when they need it. These issues could become more serious mental health issues such as eating disorders, behavioral issues, depression and anxiety disorders if they are not addressed. Some teens may also engage in risky behaviors including substance abuse, self-harm and even suicidal ideation. Due to a lack of suitable coping mechanism or adequate emotional support, these behaviors may have long-term effect on their health, education and general well-being. Thus, counseling becomes particularly vital during adolescence. It is crucial for assisting adolescents in navigating this period of change in a safe and welcoming settings. Youth can explore their ideas, emotions and challenges. Adolescent counseling can help them develop critical life skills including self-awareness, emotional control, problem solving, decision making and effective communication. Early psychological troubles can be identified with expert help, which also makes it easier to take immediate action and prevent long-term mental health issues. Counseling for teenagers is meant to assist them feel at ease in a setting where they may receive guidance on how to make good decisions in the circumstance. This is a two-way process where the counselor helps the adolescent assess their thoughts and feelings about the issues that require assistance, gives them the right information to help them make an informed choice and supports them emotionally when they are confused or having problems. Counselors assist clients in achieving their optimal level of psychological functioning through resolving negative patterns, prevention, rehabilitation and improving quality of life. Let us discuss the counseling techniques for adolescents. The first technique is replacing negative self-talk. Adolescents with mental health disorders such as depression and anxiety frequently engage in a lot of negative self-talk. It is a sign that may have typically unfavorable thoughts about themselves. Instead of seeing a challenging situation as a challenge, they may anticipate failure. Those who have a pessimistic outlook on life could think that there is no hope. In order to assist the adolescents in changing these negative thoughts, engaging in group counseling. Many therapists who work with adolescents also encourage group counseling. A group counselor may use two strategies: letting the adolescents know they are not alone in their problems and motivating them to help each other. We can call it as peer help. Adolescents may not always pay attention when an adult, even a trained therapist, warns them about the risks of drinking excessively. But the same message can feel more convincing when it comes from a friend. This is why involving other teenagers who have faced similar challenges can be very effective in counseling adolescents. Repeating information through questions. Counselors who work with teenagers must be careful not to end up alienating their clients by battling with them about every issue. Instead, he or she can ask a teenager a question and repeat material that does not make sense and is not acceptable. For example, a teenager might say, "I do not care that I get teased every day." In response to assertion that of course you care, a therapist can ask, so it does not worry you that your friends make fun of you on a daily basis? How does it make you feel? Let's now see various strategies for engaging adolescents through questions. When working with adolescents, the way questions are asked plays a crucial role in building trust, encouraging openness, and facilitating meaningful dialogue. Here are some effective techniques. The first technique is activity-based questioning. Hand out small slip of paper with different questions written on them and ask teenagers to put these slips into specific boxes. Based on their answers, this makes the activity simple, engaging, and less stressful for them. Second technique is use non-threatening questions. Engage adolescents with simple, open conversations. Ask only 1 or 2 questions at a time that encourage self-reflection, such as, what do you enjoy doing in your free time? Or, what do you hope the future holds for you? Avoid judgment and practice active listening. When teenagers feel their opinions are valued, they are more likely to open up and trust the counselor. Third step is focus on open-ended questions. Instead of yes, no questions, ask questions that require explanation and detail. This encourages critical thinking, self-expression, and exploration of possibilities. Fourth technique is avoid why questions. Why questions can make adolescents defensive. Instead, reframe queries to focus on their thoughts, feelings, and perspectives. For example, asking what made you feel this way rather than why did you do that. Fifth technique is encourage emotional expression. Adolescents often mirror the emotional environment around them. It's important to validate and reflect their emotions, whether they are visibly happy or distressed. By acknowledging their feelings respectfully, you provide support and reassurance, making them feel understood. Now, coming to various counseling programs for adolescents, let us have a look on the government apps and initiatives in India for adolescent mental health and counseling. Manodarpan, a government initiative for students' mental well-being. As a component of Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, the Ministry of Education, Government of India introduced the comprehensive mental health program, Manodarpan. In the aftermath of emotional difficulties caused by scholastic pressure, uncertainty, and social isolation, particularly during and after the COVID-19 pandemic, it seeks to offer students psychosocial support and mental health services. Then we have NIMHANS, Digital Academy, a nationwide initiative for strengthening mental health support services. A significant national endeavor, the NIMHANS Digital Academy was developed by the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. Government of India, in collaboration with the prestigious National Institute of Mental Health and Neurosciences. This academy is part of India's broader objective to enhance mental health care services and integrate mental health into the core of public health and educational institutions. Its objective is to use digital technology to make mental health services and training more accessible to everybody. In particular, it seeks to address the disparity in access to mental health services between urban and rural communities, as well as the shortage of trained professionals. Coming to its key objectives and features. To help teachers, school counselors, psychologists, and primary health care practitioners recognize, treat, and refer students who are having mental health concerns. The Academy provides specialized online training courses. This improves the ability of mental health specialists and school counselors. The curriculum was developed by NIMHANS experts and included parts on behavioral disorders, stress management, anxiety, depression, suicide prevention, and mental health for children and adolescents. By enabling online counseling and teleconsultation services, the Academy makes professional psychological treatment more accessible, especially for teenagers and young people who may not have physical access to mental health institutions. The Academy is scalable, standardized, and flexible learning along with interactive digital platforms, provide technology-driven delivery that enables the simultaneous training of thousands of professionals across the country. These platforms, which include live mentoring sessions, webinars, and e-learning courses, are supported by regular testing and certification. The program advances the national goal of mainstreaming mental health in schools by emphasizing the creation of safe, caring learning environments, mental health awareness, and early diagnosis of psychological issues. NIMHANS Digital Academy supports initiatives like the School Health Program and the National Mental Health Program under the Ayushman Bharat Plan, ensuring a comprehensive approach to mental health in educational and community context. Next, we have Telemans. In order to provide timely, affordable, and easily accessible mental health care to people across the country, the Indian Government Ministry of Health and Family Welfare launched the innovative Telemans, that is, Tele-Mental Health Assistance and Networking across states program to close the gap in access to mental health care. Telemans was introduced in response to the growing needs for mental health services, particularly in the wake of COVID-19 pandemic and the increased stress levels experienced by many societal segments. The program focuses on disadvantaged rural and distant areas where access to these services is either non-existent or restricted. Telemans is a round-the-clock telemental health helpline that provides timely psychological assistance from licensed doctors, psychologists, social workers, and psychiatrists. Adolescents can discuss their mental health issues like anxiety, hopelessness, relationship issues, academic stress, peer pressure, and identity crisis openly because callers' confidentiality is strictly maintained. This compassionate confidential program can be very beneficial for teens who often struggle with emotional regulation and may be afraid to seek help in person due to stigma or fear of judgment. The program provides both in-person therapy and, if required, referral assistance to nearby medical facilities or more advanced psychiatric care. Through the integration of various mental health care levels and the development of strong professional network across states, Telemans contributes to the establishment of robust mental health ecosystem in India. Telemans is a significant step towards universal mental health, psychological well-being, and mainstreaming mental health treatment. As a crucial component of Indian public health, we can deduce from this. Next is adolescents community-based mental health support through Youth for Unity and Volunteer Action, that is YUVA. The Indian government's Ministry of Youth Affairs and Sports supports Youth for Unity and Volunteer Action, that is YUVA, a well-known non-governmental organization, to empower children and communities facing poverty by providing them with opportunities, resources, and hope for a better future. It addresses critical issues such as mental health, education, gender, equality, and social justice. Among YUVA's various intervention areas is the promotion of adolescents' mental health, particularly that of those from vulnerable and underprivileged backgrounds. Adolescence is a sensitive and life-changing time, according to the organization, when youth may experience a range of systematic problems like poverty, violence, lack of educational opportunities, and deeply rooted social stigma. UA offers mental health support through a community-based and participative approach to teens who are often neglected by traditional psychological care. As a major component of UA's work, group counseling sessions are led in community centers, schools, and informal settlements. These meetings provide a safe and supportive environment for teenagers to discuss their problems, let out their feelings, and gain peer approval. And the next important government initiative is the Rashtriya Kishore Swasthya Karyakram, that is RKSK. In 2014, the Government of India's Ministry of Health and Family Welfare launched the Rashtriya Kishore Swasthya Karyakram to address the various health requirements for teenagers aged 10 to 19. Adolescence is a critical period for social, emotional, and physical transformation. In order to promote and protect the health and well-being of young people across the country, RKSK adopts a preventive and comprehensive approach. RKSK is focused on counseling services, especially in the areas of nutrition, substance abuse, mental health, gender issues, reproductive and sexual health, and non-communicable disease is a key component of the organization. Anxiety, body image problems, peer pressure, academic stress, identity confusion, and exposure to risky behaviors are among the many problems that teenagers commonly face. According to the program, RKSK's service delivery model incorporates preventive education and individual counseling help to effectively address these issues. Primary health care centers, community health centers, and district hospitals are only a few of the various tiers of adolescent-friendly health clinics, which are the primary means by which RKSK operates. Thus, we can conclude by saying that adolescent counseling service can help the adolescent students to find out new strategies to face the difficult challenges and situations. By providing adequate and effective counseling, counselors can develop healthy personality of adolescents. During adolescent counseling, counselors use those services that aim at assisting adolescents to maximize their overall growth, academic and personal social problems, and challenges for all-round development. As we come to the end of this session, let us remember that adolescence is not just a period of turbulence. It is also a time of great potential and growth. Counseling provides the right support system to help adolescents build resilience, enhance decision making, and develop strong life skills. With the combined efforts of schools, parents, counselors, and government initiatives, we can create an environment where every adolescent feels supported, valued, and prepared to face life's challenges. Thank you for joining this session, and may the insights gained here inspire you to contribute towards the well-being and holistic development of our youth.